Another area that I am really comfortable talking about is around sort of body image and self-esteem, around how we look like. And this may be probably more targeted at girls, although I'm aware that boys do have issues increasingly with this. But I think I've got a lot of stories to share with girls. I actually have been so incredibly unself-confident about what I look like and about my body ever since I can remember, really. And I have really struggled with it to the point where for most of my adult life I've actually been morbidly obese. I'm only 5 foot tall, and I found myself 16 stone and a size 22 for much of my adult life. Now you can hopefully tell that I've managed to change that, and changing that took the most enormous amount of self-belief in and bigging up of my self-confidence, actually, to get to a point where I felt able to change it. When I was a teenager, I really struggled with how I looked. I also really struggled with how I was able to express myself in terms of how I looked, and I didn't believe that I had much worth. And as a result, I also got quite distracted with boys too early on in my life, I think, and I really regret that. I wish I'd had more self-respect for myself. I wasn't subjected, though, like girls are now, to the constant bombardment of lies and fake images that they are subjected to, which I just think are soul-destroying. You know, they're soul-destroying for me as a 43-year-old woman who knows exactly what I'm seeing and has been through many years of therapy to help me work out my own issues about how I look and what that means for how I sit in the world. But you know, these young people are seeing images, and they are lies. Basically, they are airbrushed images, and being told that you have to look a certain way if you're going to get on in life, and they see this, and the pressure is just unbelievable. So I think anything we can do, and which is why I really want to do this, where we're saying to girls, basically, you are all gorgeous, you are all wonderful, you all have amazing things about you, that women and girls come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes, and what is important is actually that we're healthy and we respect ourselves, and that we actually enjoy how we are. You know, we enjoy the fact that we're different, and that actually the images that people have been pushed are not true. You know, they're not real, and you can't make those happen in reality. There's a story I tell. I went on a Paul McKenna, the hypnotist workshop, and he asked us all to put our hands up to say who would like to look like a supermodel, and most of us put our hands up. And he said, well, I know many supermodels, and I have to tell you that most of them would like to look like the images that we see of supermodels. So it's just so important that we do that, and we get girls to think about role models that aren't necessarily just based on looks, about the things that they're really great at, about the massive qualities that they have, and they start to believe in their bodies and want to have nice, good, healthy bodies that are all sorts of different shapes and sizes, and they trust that. I hope that I will be able to come in and do that maybe with your girls in your school. If so, do give me a shout.